Yes, folks, this is some powerful, scary shit that most of the population is ill-equipped to handle. And with a large group of the population looking at Donald Trump as a role model for leadership, it demonstrates the truth as to just how many of us Hi fellow star siblings, welcome back to Stella Sage for another cosmic update covering the energy surrounding this new moon in Leo. I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough time to make this video, but this is my natal moon, so how could I not? Plus, I've been thinking a lot about this topic. Though I'm feeling called to take a different approach than usual for how I want to cover this topic, and it feels rather risky. Because not only will I be sharing my personal journey of the deep healing work that I'm still in the process of, but it also ties into the American political landscape that's currently underway, more specifically around themes of narcissism. Now, don't get me wrong, this new moon is packed with positive energy with harmonious aspects to Jupiter and Mars in Gemini, as well as the North Node in Aries. And Venus, known as the lesser benefic, just after Jupiter, is sitting at the final 29th degree of Leo, conjunct the fixed star Regulus, aka the royal star. Now, on this channel, I've talked a lot about the intensity of the anaretic degree. But did you know 29 degrees is a Leo degree, along with 5 and 17 degrees? Leo isn't just about royalty, but also about stardom. That's why having natal planets or points at any of the Leo degrees are known to be a strong indicator for fame. But because of the intensity of the 29th degree, this is the only one that's particularly associated with a long-term fame, the type of fame that extends beyond after death. Now, Regulus is said to bestow success, power, and high social standing to those who have it predominantly placed in their natal chart. However, this influence can come with challenges related to pride and the potential for downfall if one abuses their power. Now, guess whose ascendant is at 29 degrees? Leo. You're right if you guessed Donald Trump. The ascendant or rising sign represents how you present yourself to the world, your outward personality, and your approach to life. Having your ascendant at 29 degrees of any sign can cause a heightened intensity in how you present yourself to others. There can be a strong, almost urgent need to assert your identity and make a lasting impression. A 29 degree Leo ascendant has a powerful presence and charisma. The challenge is balancing pride and the need for admiration with genuine self-expression. We can all see how Trump is a clear example of that. See, understanding the dynamics of Leo involves recognizing the balance between healthy self-expression and the pitfalls of an inflated ego. Leo being the sign that's ruled by the sun, it's no surprise that it loves the spotlight. Personally, I have a lot of mixed feelings when it comes down to how I judge the morality of attention-seeking behavior and the desire for recognition. Like I said, my natal moon is in Leo. Not only that, it's at 5 degrees, a Leo degree. And it's in my 10th house, the most public house of your chart. See, people with a Leo moon have a strong need for validation and appreciation. They thrive on positive feedback and admiration from others, and their self-esteem can be closely tied to how much they feel valued and recognized. They often feel emotionally fulfilled when they are in positions of leadership or authority. They enjoy taking charge and being the center of attention, whether in personal relationships or professional settings. And yes, that's exactly how I feel deep down. But when I see egotistical and self-absorbed people like Donald Trump, I want nothing more than to never be associated with that kind of being. But at the same time, I want what he wants. Maybe not exactly, and definitely not his approach. But that selfish aspect of myself feels so close to narcissism, and I hate it. But do you know what's more dangerous than that? Rejecting that truth. See, once you reject the truth of something, you deny its existence. And what happens when you deny the existence of truth? Well, you're living in a delusional reality. And what do you do when you're living a life of delusion? You make up the rules to fit only what you want to see. A self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh, and that could send me down a whole nother spiral with how fine of a line there really is between that and the world of law of attraction. Yes, folks, this is some powerful, scary shit that most of the population is ill-equipped to handle. And with a large group of the population looking at Donald Trump as a role model for leadership, it demonstrates the truth as to just how many of us have lost our sense of reality. I know these are some triggering topics, but the only protection there is the light of consciousness. And that is the power of Leo's love. Leo is the sun. The sun symbolizes the conscious mind and awareness. It's associated with rational thought, self-expression, and decision-making. It represents creativity, willpower, and the ability to manifest one's desires. It's life force, vitality, and general health. It signifies the source of energy that drives you. It's the force behind actions and achievements. It's self-directed leadership, which can be both self-serving and inspirational compassion. This is such an important conversation, and I just hope that I can do it justice. Let's give it a try. In today's video, we'll be delving into several intriguing themes that are highlighted by the new moon in Leo. We'll discuss pride and external validation. How does Leo energy influence our sense of pride and need for validation from others? We'll discuss leadership and the ego. What does Leo's leadership style reveal about the balance between confidence and ego? And we'll talk about narcissism. How can Leo's pride and desire for attention veer into narcissism? And how can we avoid these pitfalls? This exploration will help us understand how the Leo and Aquarius axis plays out in both personal and public spheres, and how we can navigate these energies in our own lives. So let's embark on this journey together and illuminate the path of self-discovery and empowerment under the shadow of the Leo new moon's radiant glow. Leo, ruled by the sun, embodies themes of self-expression, creativity, and leadership. Its connection to the ego is complex, involving both healthy and unhealthy aspects. Whether or not you have natal Leo placements, we all carry this energy. Plus, because it's been so prevalently rewarded in society for thousands of years, we've definitely been conditioned to heavily relate to it. Hence why everyone knows their sun sign. Let's begin by exploring the positive aspects of Leo and the ego. Leos are often blessed with a strong sense of self and self-assurance. They are naturally confident and tend to exude charisma and charm, which can inspire and uplift others. Leo's connection to the ego is evident in its drive for creative self-expression. Leos often seek to leave their mark on the world through artistic endeavors, performance, and other forms of self-expression. Leos are born leaders who take pride in guiding and inspiring others. Their strong ego can manifest as a desire to protect and nurture those they lead, making them effective and compassionate leaders. A well-balanced Leo ego radiates warmth and generosity. Leos are often seen as magnanimous, willing to share their resources, time, and love with others. But because Leo loves to shine, it's also easy to see the challenges and potential pitfalls of this energy. One of the main challenges for Leo is managing their pride. When the ego becomes inflated, it can lead to arrogance, making it difficult to accept criticism and acknowledge one's mistakes. Leos thrive on recognition and admiration. While this can motivate them to achieve great things, an over-reliance on external validation can make one vulnerable to feelings of inadequacy if they don't receive the attention they crave. The strong ego of a Leo can sometimes translate into a need for control and dominance. This can create conflicts in relationships, especially when one becomes overly assertive or dismissive of others' viewpoints. As a fixed sign, Leo's ego can be stubborn and resistant to change. This rigidity can hinder personal growth and adaptation to new circumstances. So let's talk about balancing the Leo ego. Developing self-awareness helps us recognize when our ego is becoming inflated. Mindfulness practices such as meditation and journaling can aid in maintaining and balancing perspective. Practicing humility and expressing gratitude can temper Leo's pride. Acknowledging the contributions of others and remaining open to feedback fosters healthier relationships and personal growth. Channeling this energy into acts of service and altruism can help balance the need for recognition with a genuine desire to help others. This can be deeply fulfilling and reduce the ego's need for constant validation. Developing emotional intelligence allows us to navigate our emotions and those of others more effectively. This can lead to more empathetic interactions and a deeper understanding of our impact on others. The solar plexus chakra, associated with personal power and self-esteem, resonates strongly with Leo's energy. Balancing this chakra can enhance the energy of Leo with the ability to responsibly wield personal power with compassion. Engaging in inner child work can help to address unmet needs from childhood that may be driving the ego's need for attention and validation. Healing these wounds can lead to a more balanced and secure sense of self. Recognizing and integrating shadow aspects, meaning traits that we want to disown or deny, can lead to a more holistic and grounded ego. For Leo, this might involve acknowledging their vulnerabilities and embracing their imperfections. For me, this is acknowledging how much I actually truly desire to be recognized for my strengths. After living 30 plus years of my life pretending my ego didn't care, as much as I know it did. But that's because I came into this world with a level of consciousness developed way beyond my years. Highly self-aware, responsible, and empathetic. Honestly, I've always been scared of the potential of my true nature. So I've done my best to make sure that I use it wisely. So let's dive deeper into the darkest shadow side of Leo energy, narcissism. While Leo's self-confidence can be empowering, an overemphasis of self-importance can lead to narcissistic tendencies. Narcissism involves an inflated sense of one's own abilities and lack of empathy for others. It's characterized by a constant need for admiration and a tendency to exploit others for personal gain. It's crucial to recognize when Leo's desires for attention crosses the line into narcissism. Self-awareness and empathy are key to ensuring that our pride and leadership don't become detrimental to ourselves or those around us. There is a reason why narcissism has become the karma of our lifetime. Aquarius, the opposite sign of Leo, brings a balancing force to the Leo energy. While Leo focuses on individual brilliance, Aquarius emphasizes on collective progress and innovation. Aquarius encourages us to think beyond our personal needs and consider how we can contribute to the greater good. In essence, Aquarius challenges Leo to use their leadership and creativity for the benefit of the community rather than just personal gain. It's about channeling our individuality into something that can make a positive impact on society. As a Libra rising with my moon in Leo opposing my Venus in Aquarius, it's my mission in this lifetime to balance this axis. And as someone who was just recently diagnosed with bipolar 2 disorder, let's just say I have a great understanding of the extremes of both sides of nearly every spectrum. I'm basically a walking contradiction. In my whole sign chart, Leo rules my 11th house, the natural house of Aquarius. Hence why Libras understand mediation. But in my Placidus chart, these signs are intercepted, causing the energy to be more difficult to express. With both my moon and south node in Leo, I definitely carried past life karma around these topics into this lifetime. And something tells me in my past I didn't handle my power wisely. hence why I have been so hypersensitive and attracted to narcissistic personalities this time around. But with my moon at 5 degrees and a first house Pluto exactly bending my nodes at 17 degrees, and my Mars at 17 degrees, and my ICMC at 29 degrees, and a 5 planet Capricorn stellium in my 3rd house, I definitely made some kind of promise to clear this karma coming into this lifetime. And I think this message is part of that promise. I know evil when I see it, and I'm not going to put it lightly. We cannot allow Donald Trump to have power over us ever again. Trump's leadership style can be seen as an exaggerated form of Leo's negative traits. His approach is rightly criticized for its narcissism, authoritarian tendencies, and a need for constant validation. He is dangerous beyond imagination because his whole sense of self is relying on it, and he cannot even allow himself to admit it. I have always hated politics because I was able to see through the phony facade of his popularity contest of corruption. And well, let's face it, I don't like the feeling of being powerless, so I would prefer to not give that my attention. But I don't know if it's because the stakes are just so fucking high at this moment in history, but this election definitely has my attention now. I don't know about you, but I am genuinely excited about Kamala's ideals for justice, self-empowerment, and democratic values. I think she is just the type we need to lead us into the Aquarian age. Her approach aligns with the positive ideals of Leo energy, using her platform to advocate for collective progress and fairness. By learning from these examples, we can strive to balance our own expressions of confidence and individuality with empathy and collective responsibility. Understanding the dynamics of Leo and the ego involves recognizing the balance between healthy self-expression and the pitfalls of inflated ego. By cultivating self-awareness, humility, and emotional intelligence, we can harness the strength of Leo while illuminating our shadows. And by balancing our individual desires with a sense of collective responsibility, we can harness the best of both worlds and create a more harmonious and fulfilling experience for all. With this new moon amplifying themes of leadership, it's urging us to take charge of our lives with confidence and courage. This lunar phase invites us to set new intentions for how we can step into the spotlight and showcase our unique talents and passions. The new moon in Leo is a powerful time for fresh starts and new beginnings, particularly in areas of self-expression, leadership, and personal pride. So get ready to harness this powerful energy and embrace the essence of who you truly are. Leo's influence encourages us to explore and enhance our creative expressions. It's an opportunity to reconnect with our inner child and embrace what brings us joy and fulfillment. Moreover, a healthy sense of personal pride is a key theme. It's about recognizing and celebrating our achievements, big or small, and understanding our worth. Leo energy reminds us that it's not just okay, but essential to take pride in who we are and what we have accomplished. So go out there and shine bright, star siblings. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you experience your relationship with your ego? I would love to hear from you. So until next time, embrace your inner light and stay enlightened and empowered. You've got this.